Okay, our goal here is we're going to be doing all original stuff, taking turns. You're going to hear 3 songwriters.
That's right. And the next one
I think Lisa's
is
next.
Lisa's song called I Don't Want a Rose Anymore.
This one's I Don't Want a Rose Anymore. I had a boyfriend one time that I just was madly in love with, but we didn't get along too well all the time. And we'd get these spats, and he'd promise me that he'd do better and he'd bring me roses, and that happened a number of times. And finally one day I looked at him and said, I don't want a rose anymore. And then I thought, ooh, I like that. So I wrote it down on a napkin, and it ended up turning into a song. So this is I Don't Want a Rose Anymore. No, I'm not with him anymore. I think last I heard he's on his 5th marriage. I think he's bought a lot of roses.
Several dozen.
I don't know. He was a nice guy except when he wasn't. But, you know, there are 2 sides. There are 2 sides to every story, and I don't want to know what he said about me. So let's just move on from there.
All right.
You always say you're sorry when things have gone so wrong. I always know what's coming, like the promise of the dawn. You hold out your shaking arms to calm my fears inside, and the long stemmed rose you offer me always makes me cry. But I can't take anymore. I've heard those words before too many times, and I don't want a rose anymore. They always make me cry when they die. You don't know why you say those things. You don't know what's inside. You always promise me that now you finally realize that I'm the one you love the most. God knows why you try to hurt me like you've hurt yourself by living all those lies. But I can't take anymore. I've heard those words before too many times, and I don't want a rose anymore. They always make me cry when they die. Promise me that you will change. Things will be all right. You can't help what you do to me. Forgive me one more time. I always do, I promise you. But I know deep inside I'll have another long stem rose that always makes me cry. But I can't take anymore. I've heard those words before, too many times. And I don't want a rose anymore. They always make me cry when they die. They always make me cry when they die. Thank you.